They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a team from the American, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Navy's offense will take the field first. And the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive in games like this, guys, and it's crucial to get your emotions under control.
No doubt. In rivalry games, you've got to limit the mental errors, and you've got to limit the penalties, because those will kill you, Bob.
And you got to come out under control. It means so much. We know that. The fans are all talking about it, but it's just football.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Now on the option. Makes it past the marker. Changing on the move. It'll be a first down at the 29. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Guys, let's chat a bit about Navy. They had a win on the recruiting trail last week. Three-star linebacker giving a verbal commitment. And getting good talent like that is what a program at this level really needs to succeed.
Yeah, this is the next step for this program, right? Continue to get talent and high school.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20.
And this defense gets the first sack. And listen, it is so important to hit the QB, to affect the QB. Last week only had 2 sacks for this defense. They got to continue to put pressure and get that guy to the ground.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Navy will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Irish offense comes out. First chance we've had to see them today. And what a performance this guy turned in last week. Spectacular in every aspect of the game, Jesse.
Well, I know one thing for sure. The quarterback is going to be looking his way early in this one. When you have a game like he did last time, your quarterback, you all of a sudden move up in priority in the pecking order for the guy throwing the football. So it's not going to surprise me early here if the quarterback looks his way, regardless of what the coverage is, based on what he showed last time.
Yeah, and they were on the same page. It was fun to watch. I mean, you could could tell he knew exactly where his guy was, putting up the multiple touchdowns. Like, it was a thing of beauty. Now, defensively, I also know that. And I know he's looking that way. So look forward to seeing the chess match with the defense and maybe ways they can take him away.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
The Irish send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. And Navy will go back on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They shut him down immediately. They tried to pop the fullback loose, and no running room there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Under fire. Catch in the middle. It's Godet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Now they'll run it on the toss. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
And not great blocking up front. They're struggling to get the running game going. And tell you what, they got to find something. Last week it was a bad performance, and this offense has got to get some momentum early in this game. Find something that they do really, really well and someone they can count.
Wants to throw. It's Gentry. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to figure out a way to move the chains after that 2nd down incompletion. Here's a heat. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Here come the Irish back on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Split backs here. Starts a drive trying to go up top. The quick out. Across midfield and out of bounds at the 49. A big pickup there.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Hit as he throws. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. It's a seam wide open. He was loose and setting sail, and they stop him at the 6-yard line. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Wide receiver comes in motion, keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Navy!
And you love giving it to the big boy right near the goal line, plowing ahead. You know he's going to put two hands on the football, lower his shoulder. Second and goal, you don't need third and goal, thanks to the big fella.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Makes a move. He's got it out. He's going to get loose. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Irish. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Mountain West. Nevada is in front. They've responded well to all the off-the-field chatter this week, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over Air Force. The moment something changes in this Mountain West fight, you will hear about it here. Back to you guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Looking for a man. It's Gentry. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Godet. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
The give to the back. Fights off it and runs through another one. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
Yeah, and this offense, man, you got to do a better job blocking. And I tell you what, that's kind of been a theme throughout the season. They haven't been high-powered. They haven't really figured out who they are yet. And they still got time. The season's not over yet, but this offense still in identity mode.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Power football with the run. Past the sticks, and he may get more. They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. It is the great equalizer, a way for the midshipmen to be competitive. Nobody did it better on the ground than Keenan Reynolds.
And we're going to talk about it a lot throughout the ball game because Navy obviously runs the football first, second, third, then their fourth option might be to pass the football.
From the gun, the running back looking for room. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. After a good pickup on the run, it's 2nd down. They'll run the option. Turning it on. Got some room, headed to the goal line. They make to stop, but not before he wraps up his first period with a huge gain. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Sends it back in motion. The give to the big fullback. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2.
And man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
And the D denied him on 2nd and goal. A run for the quarterback. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Well, that's their 3rd sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point.
No good. And here in the second quarter, missed field goal leaves us tied, guys.
Well, that's one the kicker would like to have back. That's a kick he should be making in his sleep.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last drive ended with a pick, but you still have to attack through the air. Back to pass, it's Darnold. Rushes on him. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Notre Dame coming to the line with another 1st down. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Whitehead. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Using the quick game. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another 1st down. Use the play fake, now to throw. He uncorks a bullet to the right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They just keep firing. They'll run the screen. Pick up a 5. They'll need 5 more on 3rd down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If you could just...
It's a running room. What a play there. He's got it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on third down?
Tight end finds a soft spot. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll power it inside with the fullback.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Off play action. Pocket breaking down. Got a man. It's Hope. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. Navy will have to punt it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Here come the Irish back on offense. There's enough time left in the half here, David, to make something happen.
Dang right. I want to be aggressive. I'm not backed up in my own end. I can stay aggressive here. Try to get a field goal, Palmer. Try to get in range to get some kind of points before half.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He hurls one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete as the pass is knocked away, but there is a penalty flag down. Let's see who it's on. That pass interference call will give us one more untimed down in the half. Might be calling a hot route. Dropping back, it's Darnold. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Oh, it's picked off. Takes it the other way. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Man, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun first half between these rivals. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Navy will kick it deep to get the second half underway. Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out for the 40, and it's first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Going right to work up top. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, that's just a great play by the defender and great timing. It was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Quarterback keeps it. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The give to the fullback. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Florida State has the lead at this time, but there haven't been quite as many tomahawk chops today as we expected. This is close. They're up by 7 over Georgia Tech. Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Grabbed over the middle. It's Whitehead. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go? To the air, it's Darnold. It's complete on the right side. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Mass completion moves the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whitehead. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Pressure coming. And they'll wrap him up.
Well, that's not Lamar Jackson back there scrambling around. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can get after him and chase him, bring him down. And they did that one pretty easy there, getting the sack.
Complete to the right. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Shoots it to the left. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He's got the back in the middle. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and go get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, it's a 21-10 game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They're going to have to be more aggressive in this drive. You can't expect to win this one, David, kicking field goals.
No, especially when you're trailing. You got to have a little more urgency and maybe a little more aggressiveness, Jesse. And field goals are not going to get it done down the stretch.
Yeah, you're going to have to take some shots, no doubt. Bottom line, when plays present themselves, you just simply got to make them.
The give on the option. There he goes. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Goes to the option. Got enough for the first. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Navy will try to fight its way out of this hole here on second down. Looking to throw, it's Gentry. Makes the grab on the left. Hits the crease. He's at the tip. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, midshipman.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Into a mass of giant bodies, we'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down, it's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Got his man quickly. And 45 on its way. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Leaves it with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Man, not much much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Here's the pressure. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's a third down the offense absolutely had to have, right? Because the opponent had scored on their last 2 drives, so they needed to score points on that one. But on third down, they give up a sack, and all the momentum now with the opponent.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Smashes through the tackle. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Looking downfield, it's Gentry. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Back to pass. Caught over the middle. It's Godet. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Navy will have to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here come the Irish back on offense. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the inside give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that was a big-time stop defensively. Being physical, creating a negative play on that last run. Now you're setting up third down. This is the critical time. You've got to find a way to get off the field. You're trailing late in the game.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. This offense has it with really good field position. They'll go to the fullback. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it, the only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical.
And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Goodness gracious, this is a master class, a clinic on how to get to the quarterback. The 7th sack of the game. Are you kidding me? That's a season for some teams. They've lived in the backfield.
Bringing the heat. Just gets rid of it before the Heat.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are. You're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. So now it's 2nd and long. Dropping back, it's Cano. Got it set up on the outside. Open space at the 25. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Offense set on first down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And there was nowhere to to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Makes the catch. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. He's going to let it go. Makes the grab down the left side. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And he missed it. No good. Guys, after the miss, still up by 4.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal, miss, make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Back to throw, it's Gentry. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
This defense has taken the game over. They're winning the game in large part because of how dominant they've been up front, how good their pass rush has been.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offensive sack. Now it's 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Throws to the tight end. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies.
Heel off one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. We'll see if the offense can move the chains after that incompletion. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Gentry. Working that left side now. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Now on first down from the 28. Here's the handoff. Got the first down and still on his feet. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped a really big play. To the air on first down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Lost the fire on 2nd down. He's got his man. Snowed under by the defense. at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. They'll try to get the first through the air. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He's taking a deep shot. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Running behind that left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
One last incompletion, and that'll do it. No matter how much college football changes, realignment, all of that kind of stuff, rivalries are consistent, and winning rivalry games, well, that's just the best.
Because they hate each other so much. So you take the field against your rival, and you're able to put forth a performance like that. That is worth its weight in gold, David. Unbelievable effort here by the winning team, and bragging rights now for a while.
Bragging rights for a while. It's a fun thing to be able to accomplish. Now we also got to take in the next couple games, because this is always, there's a letdown that naturally happens after these big rivalry wins. We feel like our chest is poked out. We got to look on to the next game, focus in on this next one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.